city. And these attempts that because they have the gun, they will be the ones in charge of the government, not the other way around. And I don't blame some coming from the place where they feel all along and what they've done all along. I truly understand. It should take a lot of reorientation and orientation for them to really understand how the running of the government works. And I'm really open to that. But I'm not going to be open to the point where it's because something that a tool for revenge or a tool for destructive for the government. So between February and April, whatever is demand, we give it to it based on the resources that we have. And also based on the point that with time, we will be able, in the same scheme, we can have not only any commander to come out openly for anything, because we have this criminal element inside and outside of 247. So security and safety are number one priority for all governments. Those meetings, two meetings, 3 times with butuzor. He failed it. He didn't show up. He don't bring it. The first one was supposed to be a question and answer session with the Africans. It is important. Anyone occupies a high position in the government that you make out like and talk to your people. You don't have to share anybody your face. But occupying a position as the Commander General of the United States of Biafra, it is very important that you talk to Biafra. During that question and answer session, we invited him, the cabinet invited him. He refused to do that. He didn't talk to Biafra. On the second time, the scheduled a Zoom meeting to meet with him and few other individuals that work with him. He refused. He didn't come to that meeting. The defense and I scheduled another third meeting. And I think it's not about meeting or no meeting, because I already know where everyone is. The decentralization of the United States of their family cannot stop. Nobody can do that. Because that is what the structure of our government requires. And I am very, very happy and excited where our government is and where our able-bodied men and women, where they are in unity protection of their state. So, even in the states where they are, we still have the command in those areas. My only thing is that we all must work together to move quickly in what we need to do. The equipment, the resources, the venues in those areas we are used by the Africans. I always told you, it is our one races and raise all that at every step of the way. So it all belongs to the Africans. Anyone working for Biafra must be accountable to Biafra. So again, I don't know what his mindset was, but it's okay. So between that February and April, we are giving everything that the department needs, and our finance will be able to put the figures straight here in this meeting of how much we expended just between 8 weeks of working with the children. He still wants to know. I love it. He's a very, very good guy. I like him. So everybody's thinking it's anything different. No. But we all must work together to be where we are. And it is okay. Somebody does not work together. There are people that were following loving and the time. When the BLA told him, it's absolutely okay to wait. Because only you know what you as only you have the kind of people. Only you know what you actually talk about. There are people that want to watch media. When you watch media, we're told to back down. Some people go in and say, you know what? I'm just tired. I'm just going to wait. There are people that were with our prime minister. And what failures took him, they were very, very depressed and disappointed. So say, you know what? Let me just wait until the chief comes out. BPM comes out. It is absolutely okay. But what is not okay is you are waiting for years to come and then you can destroy you what my minister has left behind or what you has left behind. That is not okay. We will not allow that to happen. So between that February and we try to help as much as we can. But within that time back, we also discovered that people are refusing meet with the different teams. They refuse to have a formal, highly formal meeting. You will say, okay, he just wants us to walk behind him. It is okay. I don't have a problem with that, but we are running a government. And I want to have a third or fourth years to everything I'm doing. Because people are, some of them are very difficult. Before you know it, you still want to say they say children are doing. So when I request for meetings, there's a reason why I request for meetings. I'm having that meeting with thousands of different companies and commands in the other land. So it's not a different. So refusing that meeting, we monitored it between February and April. And after that, he every now comes up with this opinion that yes, I'm a USBG, but you know what? I'm gonna do it my own way. You know? But mine is to try to explain where the government is coming from. It's okay for you to say you're gonna do it your own way. But we are running a government right now where we all need to work together for success. We don't want a situation where something will happen in our state. The defense will not know about it. Something will happen in any state. The defense will not know about it. Something will happen in Unifem state. The defense will not know about that. No leadership will be successful in that manner. So the criminals that are there in Nigeria state, group behind, try to use this idea to infiltrate and confused. Is that right? That kind of mindset is not wrong in this government. So you have a situation whereby I have refused, but allow me to do this for my own way, which is okay. I don't have a problem doing it your own way, but the government wants to know what you are doing. It is absolutely necessary. It's just like you're going to a company to work. You're hired to work for the effort. And then there is no audit. Your boss does not know what you're doing. It's just like when immediately after declaration, when we told her they carry, when we talked about feelings, it's not that ability to say. It's just you need to know what is going on. What are you doing? How much do we have? Who are we owing? That's a formal report. We don't want somebody to come out tomorrow and say, oh, that guy's owing me $1 million or 100 million naira or something. I have to account for that. Especially the absence of our prime minister falls within my service as the chief of staff. No other person. As I told the prime minister does not need to tell anyone that I will be the surrogate. He doesn't need to do that. But because he knew the world he left behind, that they don't respect anyone, that was why he had to do. He doesn't need to do that. All of a sudden, a faithless individual that never said anything when the prime minister was around, he's coming out to tell you people, you're going to do autopilot, you're going to do regional government. Somebody that was never nothing. Everybody all of a sudden, even though the prime minister suspended, 2000 the left, he called Gaddafi, he called Madame Azota. Again, before you start romancing these individuals, you think that they will give you the diaspora that the party has. No, they will never. They have something to offer except chaos. And you involve yourself with them, you will be part of that case, not this government. This government is as failed as anything. We are very focused, we are straight, and we are carrying out the assignment laid down by the Prime Minister without any intervention. We discovered the candidate and we give that kind of praise. He wants to do his own thing. His collusion with those criminal advisors from behind that are talking to him. He listens to them. Yes, he does. What he told me, I know he does. During our Memorial Day march, May 30th, nothing was shown from him and his team. At least let us celebrate our fallen heroes every day, 30th. He didn't participate in that. Only he knows the risk. But you cannot be doing things like that and be telling the others, oh, the cabinet is not giving him and giving resources. No, you cannot have two masters at one time. It's not going to work. So when all the able-bodied men and women of the United States of Biafra military conducted the Memorial Day march, those that are working behind the scene with this, all they came out to do is criticize innocent Biafrans who remember our heroes and heroines. We're there to analyze them. We're there to criticize those that are wearing slippers, those that are wearing shoes, those that are covering their face, that is all these criminals do behind the scenes. But asking as the commander-in-chief of the United States of Biafra government, which stand where was one march from his car on Memorial Day, butuzor did not participate in that. Neither he or those who said that are working with him, or 3 or 4, things like that. And these are all genuine Biafrans. What was his reason for doing that? I don't know. Only he knows who he's talking with. But you think, Biafrans are fully watching. And I've tried to carry everyone along. I have the patience, trust me. My patience can stretch from here to the next 100 kilometers. That's what I'm doing. But I cannot continue to stretch my patience about somebody to destroy this beautiful thing that we are building. That is why Biafrans must know what is going on behind the scenes. Okay. So there was no Memorial Day participation, but rather those that were advising him, they came out and they started criticizing our able-bodied men and women that marched to remember our heroes and our heroes. If any of them falls today, God forbid, is it not the right thing that during that Memorial Day, our military will remember him, remember those that have fallen? That is the right thing to do. But those working, gossiping, filling him with disinformation and their criminal elements that pretended to be forming a parallel government, they are focused on criticizing. Because I believe they were shocked. The United States of Biafra will be able to raise thousands of military just within that short period. And let me tell you, those Biafran military that marched within that Memorial Day was just about 3/10 of our military. We didn't authorize all of them to march. We did not. We just did few states. And that was what everybody saw. Those few states. Imagine if we had allowed all the 40 states to march on Memorial Day. We have been very, very huge. Firstly, they wanted to do that, but because of time and other factors, and as a new nation, we just approved about 2/10 of the team of the Biafra military. So we are increasing those factors. So we were 50, which is fine. They were thinking it from our president. They called them terrorists. These are the people that call themselves Biafrans. They call innocent Biafran military men and women. They call them the terrorist army of the Biafran. Who is saying that to use such words? What is their plan? And they think the people that tell them when they use such words, they can tell me or tell the military or make any impact. Biafrans are taking records. So he never participated. But he may be coming out and complaining to people, oh, he doesn't get resources. But when the government needs something, he doesn't participate. And I don't undermine the power of anyone. But we are running a government that expect everyone must work on the same page. Within that period of our next 30 years, the United States of Biafra government gave only 1 day sit at home, which was May 30th, across the board. And then the nose is starting. They went to post 2 days sit at home on Twitter space to confuse Biafrans, not to confuse those that actually, but to confuse some Biafrans that they want us, so that their best agents will see that what they are paying them to do, they are doing it. With the Christians of us, of all of them on their investment. It's really so much group. They have said, and they went to post 2 days in at home. When the government already said 1 day in at home on May 30th, what was their plot? What are they planning? They are going with Elias. They are going with Elias' plan, right? To make it look as if there is another government existing somewhere. Then they come up with a regional state. And when we catch them, they say, oh, regional is just for military formation and all that. When all that they have built 40 states, confederated, independent state of Biafra. What is the 40 state? What is the regional about? To confuse those that are paying you, to show them that you are doing something. I will be the end of all of you. I promise you that. This cabinet will be your end. Unless it's not this Biafra that we have declared. Unless it's not this one. So when the cabinet discovers that he cannot work with the cabinet, then the cabinet said, well, we cannot continue to fund somebody who has refused to meet with me, who has refused to meet with the defense. Because maybe the person has his own reasons. So if the person has his own reasons, and there are people that he's meeting, it is okay to go to those people. It's absolutely okay. But you cannot walk in Central Bank and go to Access Bank to demand for salary. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Obedience is better than sacrifice. No leader will tolerate that. No country will tolerate where individuals think they are over, they are stronger, they are bigger than the state. If it has happened in the past, if that is the perception they've given some of you in the past, now must stop because we are running a government. government is here to protect everyone. The government is here to build everyone. The government is here to establish every command based on our little resources we are getting. But if you are part of those that the Nigerian state and Tinubu is using to come out and fight the funding and the donation of the United States of Biafra, I'm telling you, you are going to be, the way you will fall, you are a complete failure. I promise you that. Because before you start fighting, go and ask those that have already fought the Conquest. The Africans here, everyone here remembers how they started fighting. When they failed in Finland, they started fighting our account. They started saying, oh, they're using the account. The bank account is owned by terrorists, it's owned by colonies, it's owned by Islamic, it's an Islamic bank. Islamic bank. It's bringing foreign people that we are parading all this land. The next thing, they started publishing the names of innocent Biafrans. Our nation. This and what they do, all of them in that country, they're part of that law. The next thing they put was plotting against me, reporting me to us. I think they were doing with the John with people something like that. They were all working with what they said. We are the Nigerian state. Then the next thing, they started labeling innocent Biafrans as terrorist financiers.